What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the How to Survival series. And today we have got a mammoth of a project to get underway, because I am making a massive farm, the Guardian Farm. It was a lot of work. I tried to say two things at once, but it's a lot of work and it's going to take very long. So first of all, I have to go to the Ocean Monument, which I believe is this way. If I just keep going around 2,000 blocks this way, I will find an Ocean Monument that I just raided earlier on today to get these more sponges, because I'm going to need them soon. But first, I got to lay out a platform for the area that I need to use for this. And actually, I'm going to go and get some obsidian so I can make a nether portal over there. Okay, so I'm here at the Ocean Monument. I already cleared this one of all the Elder Guardians, assuming that I went to the right one right now. But I'm going to have to quickly get some blocks out. I should have done this a bit before. But I'm going to have to create a little area for myself to stand on that I will hopefully not get killed by Guardians. So, right here in the middle, I'm going to just create a platform, just something like this. Maybe I should have used some invisibility potions, but I want to save them for inside the monument. Alright, so if I just do something like this now, I just grab grass because it's quick to destroy, because I'm going to have to destroy all this eventually. But here we are. Now I will not be able to get attacked. And hopefully I have a bed in my utilities box. Yes, I do. Perfect. I go to sleep and then I can just make this platform as big as I need. And I need to make it very big. I should have brought some other blocks actually, because it's better to mark out the middle with a different set of blocks. I'm tempted to use the obsidian, but then I won't have enough for the portal probably. Actually, I should still have enough. I might just use the obsidian for these middle 4 blocks. So if I just replace all this with obsidian, it's going to take a while to get rid of, but that's alright. Oh god, I'm going to die if I don't be careful here. You know what, I'm very tempted to just use an invisibility potion. Probably much better to do that, but you know what, yeah, this is just annoying. I'm using invisibility potion. Alright, I believe I should have one in my ender chest, or 3 rather. There we go. Alright, so now that I'm invisible, once I land, I'll take off my elytra so they can't see me. Then I just gotta go 27 out every single direction. Okay, so the reason I had to do this was so I can make a big square now out of here. So I just got to basically connect it up and fill it all in. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to need to make the farm above here. This farm takes a lot of effort, especially this top part, but also down in the monument. I'm going to have to drain it, remove everything from the inside, and then I'm going to have to destroy the whole thing. So it's a lot of work and it's going to take me probably multiple days or multiple hours at least. But yeah, I guess it's time to get to work with, first of all, just filling in this big old square. Okay, so now that I have got this platform all done, the next thing to do is to drain the entire monument. So the way I do that is by sectioning it off and then just using the sponges. So I'll try to give a bit of a sneak at how I do it, but I should probably get some invisibility potions first, but I can try just get away. Alright, I have managed to get here without any other guardians besides this one, which I can quickly kill. Alright, so then what I do is just use the sponges, kind of spam them around. Normally, if there's a bigger area, I would section it off into little areas with dirt or whatever else I have on me. but I will be getting some more dirt because I've run out. But then once I'm done, I will just collect all the sponges back up with my hoe because it's the mine, which is really nice. And then once I run out of sponges, I will just go dry them up through another portal. And then, yeah, just rinse and repeat. It's going to take a long time. And then once I'm done draining it, I'm going to have to actually kind of break it. I'll probably do that as I go along, actually, because it's just easier that way. But, yeah, this is going to take a long time. So, this is going to be a lot of effort. But, hey, let's just get to it. Okay, so I forgot to record this part before moving on. But I have drained the entire monument and cleared everything out of it. And it's a bit dark now, but I'm just currently filling it up with water. So then we put soul sand on the bottom so it pushes the guardians up. There's something we're going to build up the top. And that's probably the most annoying part. This part is very grindy but easy. Can just sit back, watch a movie, whatever. But the next part is just very fiddly and annoying, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I just have to fill this up with water and then move on to that. Okay, so now that I have finished filling the temple back up and now I've got everything down there sorted, I can get to work on the stuff up here. So I'm going to have to place a bunch of fence gates now, very fun. So in the middle, towards the front of the monument, you're going to have to do 8 by 4, so this is the 4 wide, by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 up from there. You're going to have to go 8 by 8. I'm not really counting, but just roughly 8, and then by 8 this way. And then just keep doing that all the way back, all the way out, each time going up by 1, so there's none on the same level. Besides the ones that are opposite, so none that are next to each other on the same level. So say if there's 1 here, that's 1 up. There's 1 here, there's 1 up. And then from this one, if this is 1 up and this one has to be 1 up from that, it'd be 2 up from this one. So it just kind of follows that pattern. And then we have to place water on top of that, but I will get back to you once I'm up to that part. Also, if you want to see the tutorial for this farm, check out the link in the description. This is definitely a much more in-depth tutorial than I'm giving right now. I'm just giving a bit of an overview. Okay, so now I'm at a part where I need to put some water down. The reason for that is because the way I've been doing it is just kind of coming here, then piling up, whatever, doing, say this is the level we need, doing 4 out, then building a kind of bridge across. If it's this middle one, it'll be 4. If C's, it'll be 8 across. And then just kind of making a bridge so I can kind of stand and easily get it. But then I'll go underneath and do this. But now I'm getting to the point where this is too high for me to do that. So just to make my life a bit easier, since I have to do this anyway, we have to put water down on the bottom. So everywhere here. So I'm going to have to extend the walls, but for this first layer it'll be fine. So if I just get some water buckets, and I'll have to go here to start off with, just keep doing it like this. And then once you fill 2 sides in, it'll start making them all sources. So if we just get to that side, you'll be able to see what happens. Okay, so now that we have got one side filled, once we start filling in this side, it'll start making it all source blocks. So, see this all starts getting into source, then we do it across here, this all starts going. Then you just keep doing that, just do all the sides until the entire layer is filled, and go on to the next layer. Then I'll have to raise the glass, but then just keep doing layer after layer after layer. Takes a while, but it's very good that this kind of mechanics in the game. Otherwise you would have to pretty much fill every single block, and that would be annoying. So once all your fences are in place, then you can start putting water on top of them. And you can see these extra few fences here. That's to make sure they don't flow out. So after you got your 8 on that level, then you got to put another one, just kind of 1 up. So it'll be if you look here, it has to be 1 up from this one, 2 up from the one that it's on top of, and it's on the level of this one here. So you just kind of got to work out how the water will flow and then the right way to do this. And for some reason I made these all source blocks, did not mean that. And these ones apparently. But yeah, they're supposed to all be like this, just flowing all down that way, all that way, that way, that way. Then it'll be the same on the other side. And if I fly up, if I can manage, you can see that in the middle, there's all going down this way into a central point. And that's what we want, because all the guardians will be going here, then into a tube we put them in to eventually our killing spot. So this is what the farm should look like with all the water in place. And now all that's left to do is, well, up here that is, to raise everything up to 1 block above this height here. So you can see that right now it is in line with this top layer of water. We go up 1 and then raise everything to this height and then place a layer of slabs on top from corner to corner. So that way the guardians can't get out and nothing can spawn on top either. So I guess that's what I'm doing now, and then I can get to work on building the tunnel for this. Okay, so I've made a lot of progress and I only got a few things left to do. They're all going to take quite a long time, but yeah, there's not that much left to do. So I have completely finished all this up here. All the glass is up to level. Then everything goes towards this center point. As you can see, I made a tunnel here. They will keep going along this way and eventually there'll be lava here, but for now there's not. 3 layers on top of these signs. Then they will fall down here. And if I have it on either mode, it will either be water in the corners, which allow me to use my sword to kill them to get the looting effect, or they'll just fall here and die. So then, once they die, you can see all these hoppers, they're going this way, and there's a hopper under here. It'll go over this way and then into the storage system I have made down here. So we got 10 chests, oh well, 10 kind of rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there'll be 40 chests in total. And then there's a sorting system out the back, so it's not just jumbled up. So I'll probably be putting shards in the first 5, crystals in the next, and then maybe just 1 of fish as well, because that would be good, I guess. I don't know. Maybe 1 of cooked fish and 1 of raw fish. Maybe just raw fish, because that'll be kind of good for cats and stuff. So I might just do 1 row of raw fish. Cooked fish, I will never eat it, so who cares? And then everything else I'll just put through a dispenser into some lava. So that's what I've got up here. And yeah, just as I said, I only got a few things left now. So the things that I have left to do are, first of all, to slab off the roof of the thing up there. This big box. Slab off the roof, and then this part is done. Then I gotta go down here, remove the entire monument, and then place a layer of soul sand at the very bottom. That will allow all the guardians to be pushed up into this area, and then they'll be funneled down there, and at that point the farm is ready to use. But I think I'm first of all gonna set up some redstone down there to do the part where I said it's going to just make some water here, or not water, so I'll probably put like a button or lever here, maybe a button that will turn it on and off, and then that way I will be able to have the guardians either be killed by my sword or just by fall damage. So yeah, I'm going to do that and then start doing the roof and everything else. Okay, so once again I've done a lot of work. Added this roof on here, and I have a beacon here because I was destroying the monument down here. And I say was because most of it's gone right now. And the reason I've left this bottom layer is to show you where you need to put the layer of soul sand. So the layer of soul sand will replace this very bottom layer. So if I break this, it'll be here all the way around. So if you see here, this very side, if you keep going along, there's a bit of empty space here. You just connect it and then just make a massive square out of soul sand. Which will then, once you remove this stuff, just make a straight pillar up. And I might actually remove that stuff now because that way the guardians will start going into the kill chamber. But I'm going to have to put lava there first as well. So, first of all, lava. Then remove this, then soul sand. It's going to be a long time, but hey, I think I can get it done. Okay, so I believe this farm should be working now. The reason I have a bunch of stuff in this chest over here was because I died a couple of times. I lost quite a few stuff as well. There should be another enchanted elytra. I believe there should be another normal elytra as well. So yeah, that's not very fun. I lost some stuff. But I think it's all good. Maybe my bow as well. That's about it. But now the farm should be working. So if we go up here, should see guardians dropping and dying. Yep, there we go. They're dropping and dying. For some reason, these hoppers aren't picking them up. I don't know why. It could possibly be because of the redstone near it, maybe? I don't see why that would have an issue with that. So if I unlock these, then stuff isn't going through. So that should be easy enough. I just got to invert the signal. That'll be easy enough to fix. There should be a button here, but that's not working so well. So I guess I'll fix that and set up this storage, and then this farm should be working. Also got to make a way in and out of here. As you saw, I just dug through there, and that caused issues. So I'll probably just make bubble elevators over here or something, up and down. And I'll probably just put a portal here so I can do that as well. But otherwise, this farm is done and ready to use. Okay, so I believe I have finished everything now. And I can now say this project is done. And I ended up getting rid of this thing, and it's just normal trapdoors now. Because it was messing up the hoppers, so. But now it should be good. So we got a portal here. Takes us to the same place that it did on the nether roof. Bubble elevator's gone up, and this one going down. I gotta fix the roof up. I can do that in a bit, I guess, but I'll first show you around. So then we got this place where guardians will fall, or if I click this button, they will be saved from their fall. Right now it's a bit dangerous to do this, but if we get, say, a resistance and a regeneration beacon, then we'll just be able to AFK here, but you take a bit of thorns damage, so if you're here too much, you can possibly die. But yeah, get some looting effect here, and that would be very nice. So now that we've killed a few there, I can now show you their loot being dispersed down below. So if we come down below here, you can see 10 chests. So in these first 5, we got these shards, because this is what you get the most of. Then around here, you start getting crystals up until here. It's obviously not filled up until here because it's not filled up yet. But then here is raw cod. And you'll only get that if you use your sword, and only with the sweeping edge effect. Because if you just get them straight, since my sword has fire aspect, you'll get cooked cod. But since some of them get sweeping edged, then you'll get the raw cod, because the fire aspect doesn't count towards that. But yeah, we're getting quite a lot of loot now, and I got a lot of stuff to sort through when I get back to my house. So I think I'm going to do that, and then maybe throw a bit of an AFK session here, and get some of the materials I need to continue the base in next episode. Okay, so like I said, I was gonna go AFK, and I have done that. But just coming back from being AFK, I just noticed this subtitle, if it comes up again. Something fell. The game can't decide what's falling, I guess, but whatever. I wonder if you get closer to it if it knows what's falling. No, maybe everything has the same falling sound, so that's why it just says something. But for around half an hour of AFK, probably a bit more, we got this. There was already about half a chest, half of it here, so that's alright. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. It's probably still filling up this hopper, yeah. How about the shards? Wrong chest. I don't know how much that was on, so I can't be a judge of that. And this would be nothing, yeah, that's expected. So that's alright. Ideally, we get a beacon, or one more beacon, so we can set up resistance and regeneration here. Or if we don't need both, I can probably determine if we need both and just set up the one we need. But if we need both, then I'll try to do that. But that'll all be off camera probably. So that is it for this episode. Been a very productive one and very long one, for me at least. So hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. But until next time, later guys.